Hey guys, what's up? So let us discuss some important topics of economy which can be asked in your exam. And whenever you're reading, this is the special emphasis which you need to give upon. And obviously, this is not a very exhaustive list. There are important topics outside this, but this covers more or less what you need to do. This is presented by me, Roman Saini. When it comes to current affairs, I think economic survey, budget, schemes, reports, bodies, commissions, acts, and much more is there, and we will deal it with separately. But just read Yojana Monthly, the Hindu Daily, and make notes out of them as much as possible. 90% of it will be covered. And again, like just because I can't mention the topic does not mean that you should not read them. You should definitely read it, but do it at your own discretion. Now, when it comes to static portion, the sources commonly used are Ramesh Singh, Sanjeev Verma, etc. So these are the like major sources. Then 50 to 100% is asked in the prelims, and 40 to 60% in mains is through them. And like it depends again. See, you won't understand current affairs without understanding the static portion. So you really need to drill down in your head that this is important, that the static portion is covered first before you start to jump on the current affairs. And in prelims, like in my time in 2013, 100% of the question came from this section. So you'll need to realize this. So source here is Ramesh Singh, Sanjeev Verma. Mainly these are the two books. Like I like Sanjeev Verma. Now economics as a discipline, you need to understand basic working definition. What is economics? What is economics and the economy? What is the difference between them? This is the most important difference which you need to understand. Most of the aspirants do not know. What are the challenge of the economies these days? How the depression happens? How everything is going on around the world, recession, all these things. Then organizing an economy. What is a capitalistic economy? What is a state economy? And finally, what is a mixed economy? So India is more like that. What is the role of the state in an economy? Very important. You need to understand that. Then what are the sectors of an economy? Primary sector, secondary sector, tertiary sector, quaternary sector. Till when does it go? Now what are the type of economies? Agrarian economy, industrial economy, service economy. So you need to understand this as well. Then the idea of national income. What is GDP? What is NDP? What is GNP? What is NNP? What is cost and price of national income? Taxes, national income, subsidies, and national income. Okay, then revision in the base year, method of national income accounting. Then very important, like apart from GDP, you need to understand what is gross happiness index, and what is growth, what is development, what is the difference between growth and development. Very important concept again, which everybody should learn. What is economic growth? Now what is economic development? How do you measure development? What is human development index? What is introspecting development? What is happiness? What is the meaning of happiness, especially in Bhutan's context? Gross happiness index, this is like asked a lot of time. And how do you quantify it? Then evolution of the Indian economy. Then the prime moving force, agriculture versus industry. Then planned and mixed economy, again very important topic. Then emphasis on the public sector. Then rise of the private sector, especially in last 25-26 years. Then economic planning, origin and expansion of planning, regional planning, national planning. Then types of planning, imperative planning, indicative planning. Now these are the important plans: Visvesvaraya plan, Bombay plan, Gandhian plan, People's plan. These are important plans which you need to understand. Though the planning commission is no longer there, it has been replaced by Niti Aayog, still you need to have this basic understanding, otherwise you will not be able to grasp the nitty-gritties of how the planning happens in India. Then what are the major objectives of planning? This is again very important concept. What is planning commission? Why was it replaced by Niti Aayog? National Development Council, central planning, 5-year plan, 20-point program, MP-led scheme, multi-level planning at central, state, district, block, local level. The planning commission, finance commission, now it is no longer there. So what is the replacement with Niti Aayog? You don't need to read that much about planning commission, but have a basic understanding of what they were doing in last 50, 60, 70 years. The changing nature and the role of planning, the role of state in the plan development, relevance of planning to economic reforms. So these are some of the important topics, and in next lesson also we will deal with more important topics. So thank you for watching this lesson.